predicting every single fight on UFC Seattle, and if I get more than 3 fights wrong, I'll do whatever the top comment says. Last week we killed it. We went 11-2 on predictions, and we made over 10 units on the betting side. First fight of the night, we're going Alexia. I think this fight could have been a little further up on the card. I think it's going to be pretty good, but give me Ricky Simone. I'm excited to see Navajo Sterling back in the ring. I think he's going to get this one done by finish in round 2 or round 3. Definitely not betting on this one, but I'm going to predict Gabriella. This one's probably unpopular, but I like Marcin Tybura in this one. I think his experience is just going to be too much for Fortune. But I think the further this fight goes on, the more it benefits Marcin Tybura, so give me the dog. I would love to see Lance Gibson Jr. win, but I just don't think he has enough in his arsenal to beat Chase Hooper yet. I do think this fight is going to go the distance and Hooper will win. I think he's going to have some trouble finding a finish against Gibson. I don't think Bahamondes should be a minus 300 favorite, but I do think he's going to win the fight. But at that price, I won't be betting on this fight. I'm just skipping it. I'm going to keep this fight very simple. If it gets out of the first round, Kyle Nelson is going to win. But he has to survive a first round with Terrence McKinney. So I'm taking McKinney to win as my prediction. This fight should be a very good one. I'm taking the dog Yusri Belguri. I think Belguri is going to be too tough of a puzzle for Malik to figure out, but this fight's probably going to end by finish either way you look at it. Similar to last week where I said I'm predicting Curtis Campbell, but Silva is a good underdog spot if you want to bet on this card. I feel exactly the same way about this fight. Juicy J is at like a plus 260 price, and I don't think Douglas is really worth a minus 300. I'm skipping this fight betting-wise. My prediction is Douglas, but just like last week, if you want a decent underdog price spot, I think this is it on Arosa. Nico Price got knocked out on his feet not that long ago, and now he's back in the ring. I'm just expecting a lot of control time from Chiesa. Probably a submission late, or it's going to decision. I know this fight is a rematch, but you got to look at everything. Macy Barber was young, Alexa Grasso was in her prime, and went on to win the belt in that run. Since Macy Barber lost in 2021 to her, she hasn't lost a fight since, and now Grasso's kind of over the hill, and Macy Barber's entering her prime around 27 years old. Pfeiffer is not on the level of these other guys that Izzy has fought. Izzy has only lost to champions or Imavov, who's right there in contention for the belt. I don't think Joe Pfeiffer is at that level yet. We saw him struggle with Kelvin Gastelum. Yes, he knocked him down twice, but that fight kept going on. Gastelum kind of came alive. Still an obvious Joe Pfeiffer win, but he definitely struggled with him for a few of those rounds. I'm picking Israel Adesanya. I don't think Pfeiffer has anything else for him other than that right hand. Izzy is really better everywhere else if he can keep his distance. Once again, guys, these are my predictions. These are not my bets. If you do want to see everything I'm betting on for UFC Seattle this weekend, just comment a check mark and I'll send it to you.